right here tonight in the main event of United We Fight 2.
Let me give you a little bit of a history lesson. 2 years ago, Mucho Trouble arrived at Invictus.
Chris Moljo,
Ben Bishop, Mucho Trouble!
13 feet of Mucho Trouble.
Here's the biggest, here's the baddest, here's the best. And I thought that at this point, 2 years later, we'd be holding every single title that Invictus had to offer. The new social media champion, MCM. I also thought that I could trust a guy like Mucho Chris Moljo.
Doesn't hurt me.
Who is hashtag MCM?
You wanna feel how it feels.
He's everyone's favorite man crush.
Of course, MCM is not here tonight. Do you feel a little bit nervous?
I didn't think I'm nervous. I'm upset that Chris isn't here. That doesn't matter. This outcome will be the exact same. Don't worry about my friend. It's all about PTO.
What's next for you at Invictus?
You and me. If I only could make a deal with God.
Bishop is just imposing his will. We may be seeing new tag team champions here tonight. Wait, what is he doing?
Wait, MCM just jumped off the apron.
And now look who wants to tag in.
And there's the dissension on display. Randy Summers just slid that tag belt to Brandon Wiles.
Himself. Oh my God.
And a double belt shot.
For over 200 days, everyone's favorite man crush has held this title, and no help from you.
It turns out that Chris Moljo only cared about the Mucho part of Mucho Trouble.
You, and along with everyone else in attendance, is going to see a side of hashtag MCM that they've never seen before.
Oh, Big Trouble, he ain't fitting in anyone's shadow. He ain't gonna stand in anyone's shadow because he's standing at 6'12" and weighs in at 15% of a metric ton. So get ready, because here comes
Ben Bishop, MCM, for the Social Media Championship.
Beat it, you big turd.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, and live on IWTV, this is your United We Fight 2 main event. It is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Invictus Pro Wrestling Social Media Championship.
Time for talking's over, fellas.
For months, the tension between these two men has gotten higher and higher and higher. And as you said, Drew, the time for talk is over. In June, when we went up to Connecticut for United We Fight 1, MCM was already the social media champion, but it all happened, as you saw on IWTV, back in February at the end of Love and Let Die, as Ben Bishop and Braden Walker helped MCM capture that social media championship by cashing in that climb for the clout briefcase. And then at In Bloom 2, at the behest of MCM, Ben Bishop challenged and defeated Big Game Leroy to make sure that he could not challenge for that social media championship ever again. But it all fell apart at Let Them Fight Summer Wars, when these two could not keep it together. MCM said, I'm the top dog, and Bishop said, you thought. And here we are, right now, United We Fight 2, Social Media Championship on the line. 232 days, MCM has been the social media champion. Defended that title against Wrecking Ball Legursky, CPA, and RJ Rude. But never has he had to defend against a man who had his back the whole damn time.
And we really saw the dissension come to a head because at Let Them Fight Summer Wars, MCM had a chance to become a double champion. And Milk Chocolate was able to take advantage of the dissension.
That's right.
His ego got the better of him, and he had to go ahead and tag himself in. Ben Bishop had that match won, had it right there in the bag.
And listen, I have said since Love and Let Die, MCM has all the tools. He is a 5-star performer. He has all the tools in the ring and out the ring. But I do not like the way in which he captured that social media championship, the way he carries himself as the social media champion. And tonight, we're going to have to see MCM go at it the way I've been wishing for him to go at it. By himself. No help, no shenanigans, no outside interference. He has to face Ben Bishop all by himself. And tonight, we're going to find out whether or not MCM is truly deserving of being the social media champion. Can he do it?
I may be wrong, but, you know, MCM looks like his usual cocky, confident self. It looks like business as usual, but I think inside his mind, he's got to be worried right now. This is more than just a championship match. This is personal.
And now for the introductions. Introducing first, the challenger, standing at a staggering 6 feet, 12 inches tall, and weighing in at 15% of a metric ton. This is Big Trouble Ben Bishop.
You're talking about a legit 7-foot athlete right there.
His opponent, hail from the Man Crush Universe, weighing in at 240 pounds. He is the current reigning and defending Invictus Pro Wrestling social media champion. This is hashtag MCM Moljo Chris Moljo.
Looks like Mojo to me.
And what is your name for MCM, Pete?
Hashtag mucho pendejo.
Which we cannot translate.
Desgraciado.
Which we can't translate on the air.
To all my Latinx viewers on IWTV and Spanish-speaking individuals who know exactly what I mean.
The moral of this story: good friends, bitter enemies.
And it may just be the most bitter of enemies because you have to wonder, can MCM defeat the man who's been watching his back for months and months and months? If anyone knows all about the way that MCM is going to do things in that ring, it's that man. It's Big Trouble Ben Bishop. He was there to see it all. He's seen everything that MCM does.
Every step of the way, absolutely.
I'd have to agree.
That's what I'm saying. You know that MCM, in the back of his mind, he knows, I mean, he doesn't just have Ben Bishop. He's got a pissed off Ben Bishop. He's got a Ben Bishop with a chip on his shoulder. All that history, all that animosity.
This one is more than about a championship, Drew. This is personal.
Absolutely.
And Ben Bishop looks like an animal waiting to get out of a cage, waiting for the bell to ring. And I was right. He went right. He made a beeline for MCM. And Mucho Chris Moljo running away.
And Ben Bishop in full pursuit. And Ben's got to make sure, and That's what I mean. Ben's got to make sure that his emotions, that his anger does not get the best of him in this matchup, because you're going to have situations like that. Bishop could have waited, right? Bishop could have waited for Chris to come to him, but instead, he gave in right into MCM.
Absolutely, and you know, if I were to ask you, to what lengths would MCM, where would he stop to win this match? No, absolutely anything to win this match. We know that.
And especially when he is overmatched in the way that he is overmatched by Bishop. Not many people present a size disadvantage to MCM. Bishop does. Not many people present a power disadvantage to MCM. Bishop does. Not many people have a psychological advantage over MCM. Bishop does. And so he has a lot to have to worry against outside of the fact like, hey, I got to make sure that I don't get pinned for 1, 2, 3.
And he's living rent-free in the mind of MCM. He has been for the last few weeks now.
The one advantage that MCM has is the champion's advantage. He needs to be pinned.
That, and like I said, he will literally do anything to win this match.
Bishop, big whip into the corner and a big splash.
Oh, and what a landing. That's a long way down.
Sure is.
That is a long way down.
Oh. Pretty close.
And I love how we have a test of strength official in the ring for this match. No bias here. MCM couldn't buy anybody off. He couldn't play any shenanigans. Maybe try to get one of the Invictus referees on his side. A completely unbiased ref. And of all the refs, probably the most unbiased ref you're going to find.
Yep, a man with no stake in anything here. As Ben Bishop works on MCM on the outside.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't want to go ahead and, folks who follow Test of Strength, they know. This might have been a questionable call a time or two. Let's not forget what happened to Ryan Frost in the match with Magnificent Marcos. But I digress, and we move on.
And they're brawling on the outside here. Not too far from us.
Right out here on the floor
What's he gonna
of
do with
Richfield Park, just carrying around MCM, but MCM able to wiggle his way out and send Bishop right into the steel ring post, and the whole building just shook.
Absolutely, my God.
And that's a hardwood floor. There's no padding out here.
And you know MCM will take the count-out victory, man.
I don't put it past him. Any way to hold on to that social media championship.
As you said, Drew, what length will MCM go to when you're the champion?
Any.
You'd have to think you go to any length, but especially a championship match as personal as this
We're
one.
at 8, man. He better. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Headed to 9.
But yeah, no, Pete, you're 100% right, my friend.
A championship match as personal as this one, you have to think MCM will do absolutely anything to not only win the title, but embarrass Ben Bishop in the process.
I mean, I really can't answer this question, but do you think that MCM got used to having a Ben Bishop in his corner? That's a great insurance policy. You relax, be super comfortable when you got 7-foot Ben Bishop in your corner.
And that's the thing, you know, you never had to worry. You were the one that always made everybody else worry.
And what an insurance policy and backup to lose, Andrew.
Absolutely. That's why, again, he's definitely looks as confident as he always does, but in the back of his mind, man, he's gotta be worried.
And MCM now, Irish whip. And you gotta think, Ben Bishop knows all the weaknesses that he had to account for on MCM's behalf. So if anybody should know how to beat MCM, it's him.
Big sidewalk hook slam, taking a page out of Bishop's book, is MCM.
Alphonse is right, and another reason for MCM to be a little bit mentally out of his game. Like you said, Ben Bishop renting space in there.
And listen, at the end of the day, MCM is going to have to show everything he's got in this match if he wants to try and beat the 7-foot Big Trouble. Oh, right downstairs to the knee.
Oh, what a DDT.
And we've seen it, time and time again. It's a tried, proven method. How do you take down the big giant? Take the leg out.
You take down anybody, you go right for the knees. If you take the wheels out, cover here by MCM, 2 count. You take the wheels out on anybody, and you're going to take them down, even more so for the bigger competitors. That center of balance a lot higher. Center of gravity, I should say. And look at that, working the knee. As you see on that replay there, and MCM is going to have to do that consistently if he wants to keep that title around his waist. If he wants to keep Big Ben Bishop away from that social media championship.
And MCM being admonished by the referee.
Crowd here chanting, #you suck.
I mean, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. And Bishop catching MCM. Big slam there, but Bishop may have put some stress on that knee. That was attacked earlier by MCM on that slam, not able to capitalize and go right into a cover.
Now, I'll tell you, with a bad wheel there, it's going to be tough for him to get that meat pop drop on MCM.
We see that there, caught MCM and just walking around with him, and this might be where he put that stress on the knee, walking around with MCM, carrying that weight, because when he dropped him down, he just collapsed into a heap himself.
Good point.
MCM, huge spine buster.
Strength on display. Strength of MCM on display there, getting the big man up.
But also unable to pin Big Trouble as well. MCM tired, having to exert so much energy. This is the most energy MCM has had to exert in any one of his title defenses, because in many of those title defenses, he had Bishop watching his back.
Well, you can't say that anymore.
What do we got now?
MCM targeting the core abdominal area of Big Ben Bishop. And now he might be making his way to the second rope, which he is.
MCM believes the social media championship is his by right, and Invictus original is MCM.
Elbow, textbook execution, and he took his time there. That's how badly beat up Ben Bishop is.
Cover here, and a kick out at 1 by Bishop, and Bishop has found second life.
Up, but a counter.
Beautiful flatliner there, and a kick out at 2 by Bishop.
This match really starting to take its toll on both of these guys now, dishing out a lot of punishment.
MCM breathing hard. Whoa!
Wait a minute.
No.
Ben Bishop just skinned the cat.
Kidding me?
The 7-footer just skinned the cat.
I don't think MCM knows what happened until now.
Big clothesline and a double axe.
And a big boot.
And got full extension on that leg on the big boot there. Really put it on MCM.
Is he calling for the knee pop drop right here?
ended at the hands of Big Ben Bishop. The 7-footer has added Invictus Gold to his wardrobe. Here it is. Watch it again on IWTV. Sets up MCM for that meat pop drop. And the big cover by Big Trouble makes him only the 3rd ever social media champion here in Invictus Wrestling.
I get to go home, I get to go back to Boston and say, I made a trip to New Jersey and saw wrestling history made. Big Ben Bishop is your new social media champion.
And MCM grabbing his little Hasbro play title over there, but it's not the one that matters. That's the one that Bishop has, the Invictus Social Media Champion. After 232 days, we are finally looking at a brand new Social Media Champion here at Invictus Wrestling. And it is Big Trouble, Ben Bishop.
And isn't it ironic? The guy that helped MCM win the title, the guy that MCM turned his back on, is the same man that beat him for the title here tonight.
And that's the way it ends, with Big Trouble as the big champion here at Invictus Wrestling in the main event of